What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to the Nick Foles career mode. Now, this video idea, came to me late at night one night because I was like, you know what? As every logical Philadelphia Eagle fan, if Nick Foles wants to stay and be our backup, he has earned the right, bringing the Super Bowl championship, being a Super Bowl MVP. He works in the scheme. You can stay there and be the greatest insurance policy in sports behind Carson Wentz. So Wentz can continue to play aggressively, which I think he will either way. But it looks like Carson Wentz is going to be ready sooner than later. We're not going to have he might be out until week 8 or week 6 or something like that of the 2019 season. So maybe we trade Nick Foles. Maybe we trade Nick Foles, kind of like the Jimmy Garoppolo scenario. That's probably the best case scenario for the Eagles. And one team that not a lot of people are talking about linking Nick Foles to, that makes some sense to me, is the Indianapolis Colts. Now, maybe there's more smoke than people think from the fire that is known as Andrew Luck's injury. I clearly think McDaniels, there's something there. Something's just off about that for me. I've watched enough football in my lifetime to know that I don't think McDaniels did all of that just to go, yeah, I'm going to wait for Belichick to retire. I feel like maybe he and his team said Luck might not ever be the same type of quarterback to go again. And, I don't really care about the Colts whatsoever. Peyton Manning ruined that franchise for me. But I do like Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck was one of the best college, probably the best. I'll say he's the best quarterback I've seen come from college to the pros since I've been watching football. So I don't want to see anything go bad with his career. I want to see him come back and add some more competition into that terrible AFC conference. But Frank Reich, Philadelphia's old offensive coordinator, went to be the head coach of the Colts. And let's just say, knock on wood for you Colt fans, that Andrew Luck can't return. Nick Foles, BDN, could be the guy. At 28 years old, he's younger than Kirk Cousins. He's going to cost probably half as less if you want to get a long-term deal. And scheme this, scheme that. Well, Frank Reich is the scheme. So this is just something where we're trying to find a team that not a lot of people are talking about. I think the Colts, if things go wrong with Andrew Luck, the Colts are the perfect landing spot for Nick Foles. So that is what you're going to see here today. They came out. Andrew Luck has to retire early. He's not going to be the same. He's going to try to stay on the roster. Maybe more so be a backup guy, keep him in the locker room. But Nick Foles is the new starter of the Colts. And we're going to see what we can do with Nick Foles here at the helm. Nick Foles, T.Y. Hilton, Marlon Mack. That's pretty much it. We got to get some more weapons. Let's get into it. All right, so we're at the end of our very first season. And, let's be honest, Colts roster is one of the weaker rosters in the NFL. 6-10 is, that's somewhat respectable. I think considering the division, considering technically the Jags are the best team, we're tied for third. That's the way to look at it. Looking at how Nick Foles did in his first season at the helm, that's not bad. Look at that. 4,100 yards, 26 TDs, 13 picks. That's acceptable. That is on paper like fringe Andrew Luck numbers. Add a couple more touchdowns, that's Andrew Luck numbers. So stepping in from that standpoint, it's looking good. Look, they tried Andrew Luck, gave him some sympathy throws. It didn't work out. Didn't have a running game. As far as receiving is concerned, we had T.Y. Hilton, not a whole lot outside of that. That's pretty respectable there for Ebron, though. 74 catches, almost 1,000 yards, and 9 TDs. But, we need to get a wide receiver. Whatever happens here, we need to get a wide receiver. We saw what happened when we played the Lamar Jackson career mode, that no matter what we did, they would just simply not, for the life of them, give us any help whatsoever. So what I'm actually going to do here, It's too late, I think, to really invest in a dev package. So I think we should just look at adding some base here. So let's get both these up here to the 85s. That actually takes a perfect amount of XP. We didn't get a booster overall, which is a little disappointing. But it's not going to be the easy, let's make Nick Foles a 97 overall, because it just costs too much money at 28 to get that superstar dev. However, if we can get off to a hot start next season, that'll be something to keep an eye on. Alright, so looking at our draft, please say wide receiver. Hey, finally, Lindsey Jordan from Pitt, 80 overall wide receiver with a quick dev. Thank God. Thank you, Indianapolis, for getting us this. Get a DN, too, in the second round, 78 quick, so outstanding draft. But that wide receiver help is going to be massive. One thing I was looking to? I was like, all right, well, what do we do in free agency? We did not sign anyone. We did not get a single wide receiver, running back. Actually, we did get a running back. We got Orleans Darkwa. Awesome. That's exactly what we need. But this? Look at this. Andrew Luck's only 1 year younger than Nick Foles, even though he's still kicking around the roster. Everyone keeps talking about Nick Foles because he's bounced around the league like he's 33 or something like that. He's 1 year older than Andrew Luck. Did not know that. So we drafted a wide receiver in the first round. Going to be a slightly more improved offense. Let's get to year number 2 of the Foles era. All right, the end of year number 2 is much more respectable. 10-6 on the season. Look at that. We just lost. Just said we lost 49-3 in our last regular season game. I guess that's what happened because we probably put in Andrew Luck because everything was wrapped up. We have 15,000 XP, and you know what? I said we would. I'll save this. That's probably, if we can win one playoff game, that'll be enough to give us a quick dev. That should be a decent enough boost that we can probably try to get Foles into the high 80s. But look at that, second in the AFC South. Again, pretty competitive AFC South. Nick Foles on the season, 4,300 yards, 25 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Good numbers. Those are solid starting numbers. Those are Kirk Cousins-ish numbers. 14 TDs from Darkwell. Okay, he went off. 3 rushing touchdowns from Nick Foles. There you go. Give him almost 30 on the year. As far as receiving is concerned, T.Y. Hilton got 1,000 yards and 6 TDs. 1,100 yards, 8 TDs from Eric Ebron. 703 from Lindsey Jordan. Almost 1,008 from Ryan Grant. Talk about making the most of a crappy situation. Nick Foles making all these wide receivers around him better. Let me just see something first. What's my contract? Did I get re-signed or not? This is my final year, potentially. This is our last year. So what we're going to do, just in case, we're going to go for it. We are going to go for it in year number 2 of the Nick Foles era. Because you know what happens? You put Nick Foles in the playoffs, and he's going to win. That's all he does is win in the playoffs. So let's go. 9-7 Chiefs. Get out of here. Foles knows everything. He can read Andy Reid like a book. This is going to be one-sided for the Colts. Trust me. Go Darkwell. Put us in the red zone, baby. Oh, he's going to go. Oh, he almost went all the way. Up to the 2. 4 of 6. 68 yards right now for Nick Foles in our game. I hate that it's a snow game and we're wearing white jerseys. That's that shit I don't like. But it is what it is. And look, they think we're going to go for that. We're going to run a play action pass here. And we're going to go for got weapon Jack Doyle for the opening score. Nick Foles, absolute money in the playoffs. Oh my god. Oh my god! Touchdown! Oh my god! We're gonna get a replay. I thought for sure, I didn't even think he was gonna catch it in bounds. I thought that was a broken play. Look, it's Nick Foles. Throws it to the opposite side of the field. A wobbler to Ryan Grant. That's the Ryan Grant that the Ravens paid $40 million, and they're like, nah, he's not healthy enough. What a play! Ryan Grant, get you some. Let's go T.Y. Make the play. Oh, he's money. T.Y. Hilton is money. Call timeout. All right there, wide open. T.Y. Hilton, touchdown. That's a payback. Let's run that one back. Pick 6, sure, whatever. Interception, turn to a TD, whatever. Foles got this. That anticipation throw. It's over. GG. That's like 200 yards for T.Y. Hilton. This is the greatest combination in Colts history. Eat your hearts out, Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison. After a turnover, I think the 3rd turnover of the game. We're in the red zone here. Let's try to just loft this one in for another touchdown. There you go to Jordan. I think that's touchdown number 5 for Nick Foles on the day. And here we're going to finish with the only play Nick Foles knows in the 4th quarter of a playoff game. And that is taking the knee, the victory formation, after him and his Colts move on 41-29 over the Kansas City Chiefs. 415 yards, 5 TDs from Nick Foles, 8 catches, 204 yards from T.Y. Hilton. Again, told you. Everyone's forgetting. Everyone in Indianapolis is forgetting about Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison, Peyton Manning, Reggie Wayne, Peyton Manning, Dallas Clark. It's Nick Foles, BDN to T.Y. Okay? Moving on to the AFC divisional round. Oh, let's go. T.Y. Hilton takes it up into the red zone. 4-4. Got to be very conscientious throwing the ball against this Jacksonville Jaguars secondary. We do know that we're pretty overmatched when it comes to talent. But game plans, big-time players making big-time plays in big-time moments. It's exactly what we need, and there you go. There's the matchup and the equalizer. Foles to Jordan. We're rolling once again. Tell you right now, T.Y. Hilton has not beat whoever his guy is on the outside. He has lots of one-on-one opportunities, but it has been working. But come on now. Why do you hit a spin move? Why? I can't be the only person. We're perfect 10 of 10 with Nick Foles. But why is it when you play in this mode, when you play a career, all of the AI, they always go to a spin move? Like, in what scenario does a spin move in triple coverage work? We're moving it. I don't know how much we're going to continue to keep testing our luck throwing the ball here, but we're not doing anything running it. They've eaten it up every single time we've attempted it. So, oh, I don't know, man. Oh, my God. God damn it. Oh, go Ebron. Go Ebron. Run it in. Oh, my God. It sucks. Their linebackers and safeties are like as fast as... All right, so up again on the 2. We're going to try to run it. All right, let's show you guys what happens when you run the ball against the Jags. And, yeah. We're going to have to throw it in here. All right, after a sack, because you have to throw it, you know, might need a little Philly special here. But, of course, we don't have that play and rather fit it between them. And there's... Oh, my God, man. I don't know how you beat the Jags. The Jags are the one team, there's no real solution to beating them in the sim. All right, roll. We got 2 big plays. Clock's rolling. 18. I mean, we're trying to conserve our timeouts, but I still don't know how in this, like, when you have to sim everything, you beat the Jags defense. Because they just pretty much put you in situations where you have to throw the ball. Hey, we got a touchdown. Hopefully we can get the onside. I'm not likely, but yeah, you pretty much, they're just like, oh yeah, here you're down by 17 and you have to throw the ball. Look, we lose. Oh, I don't know if they're gonna get picked up. Hopefully we resign us. I would like to get 5 years with Nick Foles as the quarterback of the Colts, but this could be the end of the road. Hopefully not, but still, I mean, more playoff success than what? Did Andrew Luck, what's he get them to? Championship, maybe? But I kind of feel like as long as we're in this sim, the Jags are going to be like the LeBron James to the Toronto Raptors. We're the Raptors. I do not know how in this sim, this tile, you can be put in a hole and have to throw against that Jags defense. Unless I put it on cupcake difficulty or something like that. But that's probably the offseason. Hopefully we get retained and we can try to have another playoff push with Nick Foles at the helm. And the Colts decided not to pick us up. I don't know what the workaround is for this. Like, let's just advance to the regular season. Is anyone going to give Nick Foles a job? Come on, we were a game away from, how about this, out of the preseason. Someone get hurt. Did anyone get hurt in the preseason? Can you sign our QB Nick Foles? Anybody? And no, I guess no one wants an 84 overall quick dev. Now a quick dev quarterback. Especially the Colts, who... We got to the playoffs with a terrible team, but looks like this is going to be the end of the line for Nick Foles. So if anyone knows a workaround to, like, how I can make it so my quarterback still, even after he gets released, I can keep going on, that'd be exceptional. Because look, I can't even see Nick Foles' stats, what my career stats are, for whatever reason. That's just disrespectful. But either way, it's the Colts. Let's be completely honest. The Colts, for the better part of the last decade, have been one of the most poorly ran franchises in football. And letting Nick Foles go at a time like this is pretty characteristic of this organization. Now, I know with the new GM, you're trying to turn around with Frank Reich. I get that. But at least in Madden, where you still have the residue of the former GM, you still have the residue of Pagano, one of the worst head coaches in the NFL. It doesn't surprise me that you'd let a guy like Nick Foles go. So there's the experiment. There's the career mode. I wish it went a little bit longer, but I don't know how to fix broken Madden or potentially the broken Colts organization. Because hey, in the Lamar Jackson career, we got re-signed multiple times. Remember, we got that like $213 million or $170 million deal or whatever. So, but there you go. Nick Foles, Super Bowl MVP, tried his best, had some success with the Colts. And unfortunately ran into the LeBron James of Madden being the Jacksonville Jaguars in a simulation-style gameplay. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you have any other suggestions for a career mode, let me know. I have a nice little list, but I always am looking forward to adding more names to that list. So thank you guys for watching. If it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Share the video around. We like to get more subs. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.